I want to welcome everybody back to the channel. I have been wanting to do this video, this modification for an awfully long time. This is my Brian May BM-75 and it's obviously a copy of Brian May's guitar. They did come out with one that didn't have the switch prior to this. It had all the buttons like Brian May's guitar. I don't know how long that was for sale, but you can't get that one anymore. I didn't buy this to sound like Brian May. Here's where the blacktop pickups are coming from. Threw you off with that Gibson, didn't I? This is a, what model is this? It's a G, what is that, a 5622T. And this guitar is set up perfectly. I have it for sale. I have another Gretsch for sale, but I don't want to take the pickups out of it because it's a real rare. It's like the serial number is 0001, and I don't want to, and it's got a different color than they come in, so I'm just going to leave that one up. Take this one off, take the electronics out, and put it back up as a husk. And I mean, this guitar is perfect. It plays perfect. If somebody's looking for, you know, a Gretsch to put their pickups in and all their pots they want and their bumblebee caps and all that, blah, blah, blah. This would be good. And it's got the mod, my 360 mod. See how that goes up? It doesn't have that stupid little bump. Because I like to do arpeggios with it like that. And you couldn't do that. So I always do that mod. So that's where I'm getting the electronics from. Cutting out the pickguard, and I did practice. I cut this out, and I'm just holding it over the edge of the table, and it wasn't so bad. It wasn't, you know, catching, or it wasn't complaining too much. Here's the other piece. I'm going to tape this whole thing, then I'll have a nice area to put the outline on. And I don't really want to get black marker on this pickguard, because someone might want this pickguard. Well, I think it came out pretty good. I mean, it's a rough cut. It needs to be sanded, obviously, but I don't think it's too bad. It's going to need a lot of work. I don't like that little nick, although there's a lot that has to come. You could see just how far outside that black line I am. I don't think I ever go inside the black line, so I think I'm pretty safe there. Wow, that was nerve-wracking. Now I gotta clean up all this mess. All right, we're moving on. I'm gonna cut in here, and I'm gonna be really careful. Try not to do anything to the original pickguard. I'm much more concerned about my pickguard, but I don't want to hurt the original one either. So here we go. Well, here's what I got so far. The holes are lining up. The pickguard needs to just go towards the neck a little bit. It's just getting held back a little bit. And it's looking pretty good. Well, all the screws line up. So next it's going to be, I don't want to think about cleaning up this mess I got going on here. It's horrible. So you can make a pickguard with a jigsaw and a Dremel and sandpaper. Absolutely. Yeah, so I'm going to have to do the fine sanding on here. I really want to leave this on because I still have to measure where the pickups go. I don't want to take off the clear stuff till I'm about done. Yeah, I'm stoked. This guitar is going to be awesome because it already plays great. I mean, look at these frets. Look how big they are. Anyway, let's keep going. Okay, I hope nobody is in tears that I stripped a Gretsch, a nice Gretsch, of all its electronics. Somebody will be happy to buy a guitar like that and put everything they want to put in it. Okay, I've got the strings pretty tight and I got the saddles lowered all the way. So the pickup can kind of sit right like that. So that's how I'm going to do it. It's going to work fine, but I think I'm going to call it a day. We'll get back to this tomorrow. See how these mounts are? Well, it fits outside. So this way, looks like I can line up right where they are going to be. Then I just need to figure out a way to make a little hole, to make a little mark on the pickguard. Because we're not using these. I've got this one ready to, mark out. I kind of like to do it without so much space. I'd like to make it tighter. But yeah, you can see the 2 screw holes and then the 1 screw. Well, it'd be like this. I got her upside down. So what if I can find something small to mark the masking tape, then I can just drill the 3 holes. Then I can take the strings off, put this over those holes, trace out this hole, take the pickguard off, cut those 2 holes, then I'm home free. If I get that done, don't hurt anything, I'm home free. And of course, I'll be really careful putting in my switches, the holes for my switches and the pots. So basically, got to get these lined up, and there's not a lot of space. I got to figure out what fits through there that I can mark this guy. All right, if you look at the line, there's a line drawn right there. See that line right there? That's where there's no wood. So I don't want to come any closer to that line. From here to the pickup is 2 inches. I measured it, and it's right on the money with the strings. So I took this red pen and I made my marks. 1, 2, 3. So, now I'll put those back in position. And this one, I think I'm going to do it by this line that I made. I want to keep enough meat. I'm really afraid of when I come and cut this. I don't want anything to happen to it, like crack or anything. Although it doesn't appear like it's going to. I'm still nervous, but okay, let me get the other one marked and we can get this circus rolling. Okay, that's kind of one of the hard parts. I got them marked. You can see, and on the bottom, there's 2. So now I'm gonna find a nice, I got a lot of small, nice little drill bits, and I'm going to drill these holes. And then once I do, we can use our template on here. And then these 2 holes are the last hard thing to do. So let's do it! Don't want it to move. Alright, I'll just put these screws in there to hold this thing in perfect position. Look at that. Okay, so that's right where the pickup has to go, right? Because it's through the adjustment holes. Okay. I don't want to get any of this on those pickup rings. Okay, we've come to the part where I do it with my jigsaw, or some people call it a saber saw, while I'm holding it. So this is going to be nerve-wracking. I got a really fine blade, so it doesn't catch it, but it doesn't change the fact that I'm pretty nervous. I might put it onto the bench like that. Yeah, that's probably what I'll do. But this is nerve-wracking. Just go real easy and slow. Here we go. Well, it looks kind of a mess, but that's basically what I was going for. I'm going to get my Dremel out and finish all this stuff off. Whew. That was nerve-wracking. That was so nerve-wracking. It's not really the way you do this stuff. See, I mean, it's got to get cut out a lot more. There's a lot more that's got to go. I'm going to clean up all the corners first, and we'll just keep rolling. Now it's just all matching it up. I'm using files. I'm going to probably have to use some sandpaper. Look at this. I cut into my bench. I have no mercy on this bench. This is actually teak. It's flooring, and it's like, it's a bench. I don't care what happens to it. Yeah. Could probably use the little sanders a bit more. I'm just yeah, this is gonna be a slow process. This project will be the death of me, Marty. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to leave this exposed with just a clear on it, and I'm going to tape everything else. And I'm going to, I don't know if I've got some little machine bolts I can stick in here. Even if these things get hit, I think I'm going to sacrifice them. It's going to take a while. I want it to be a little smaller than these surrounds. And what better way to guide where I'm at than just leave them on there. So yeah, I'm just going to tape it all up and just leave that little bit. But I got through that and I didn't mess it up. So and it's going to take longer. This might be a 3-day project because I got to consider then I have to wire all this in, right? And I'm going to have to shorten a lot of wires. And then I got the kill switch just came. Well, not the kill switch. The switch for the phasing came in. So yeah. I'm taking my time. I'm just glad it didn't crack. All right. Okay, you can see I got a lot to go. I'm going to leave these on here. If they get nicked or beat up, you know what? I don't care. I'm not going to use them. I'm going to try not to, but I think it'll help because I got to enlarge it. I can keep testing it. It doesn't have to be quite this big, but this gives me a pretty good idea of, it looks pretty raunchy, doesn't it? So I got to fix this up. So here's what I'm up to. I'm just straightening everything up in here using a file with some 320 on it. Got through all that scary jigsaw stuff. So it's going to take me a little while. I had to do the ends, the corners a little bit with this. They're done, they fit in. I'm just smoothing everything out. It's getting near the end. Woohoo! Well, I'd say now this is pretty much ready. I gotta clean this mess. It's all over. It's I can't take it. I gotta clean it. Okay, here is the next thing that I need to work on. The screws for these pickups are really long. Look how long they are. They hit bottom. And obviously they don't need to go right through the guitar. So, but still gotta be careful. You don't want to come out the back of the axe. So I'm gonna have to take care of that. I can start trying to figure out where I want to put my beautiful Gretsch knobs. These things are heavy. Wow. Real pot metal. I think sort of like this. Master volume, bridge volume, neck tone. And then I got to figure out the switches. Where I want to put the switches. The one thing about Brian May's guitar, the volume is down here. It's like he really made it difficult because he had the whammy bar to put his hand over. Yeah, it's starting to look like something now. Beauty. It's total beauty. Figured I might as well polish the frets and I'll treat the fretboard while I'm here. We will not oil any frets. Especially, I just polished the darn things. Good morning. We're back. I kind of started without you. I'm setting up the controls. Then I'm gonna have a lot of wire to eliminate. I'm going to keep the master volume here, and the switch are going to go here. And then I've got bridge, neck, tone, and I got this switch here I got to put in. So there's my first two things. I want the volume where it's close, and I want the switch close too. The two things I use the most. Excuse me. And I haven't decided if the phase switch is going to go there. I'm not sure where. I've been sitting here scratching my head planning this out. So yeah, that's where I'm at. And you can see all this tape. What this tape is doing, it's showing me where the wood is cut away on this guitar. Like there's wood underneath here. We know it's all open in here by the pickups. It's all open here. Okay. I got the holes all set up. Master volume and a switch, and I'm set up for the bridge, neck, tone, and my phase switch. And I've got them all spaced 35 millimeters apart. And these ones, what I did was I measured these with like my calipers here, and if it was like, 70 millimeters, then I just measured in like this way, 70 millimeters. I just measured in 35 and drew a line. That's why you see the little crosses there. So now it's just getting these holes. Once the holes are all done, and I don't seem to have the right size drill bits in my arsenal of drill bits, so I did use this. I got this from Jim King of the King Ranch in Goodyear. Come on, focus. Blue Point, made in USA. I remember when everything was made in USA. That's how old I am. Everything was made so much better than a lot of the crap that's out there nowadays. All right, this is boring, but it's time consuming, and I really don't want to mess it up. And then I've got to use a drill bit to enlarge these so the screw fits down in nice. I know there's a tool for that, but I don't have one of those guys. All right, so I'm just going to put these holes in. Then I'll start. I've got to take out like 15 feet of wire. Oh boy, we're in deep. Now I've got to pull out my soldering gun. But I wish I had. This is my dad. And that's my dad. And that's my dad. And he used to work at this place too, Boozing Television, but not in 1950. And then my cousin, those guys could solder. Oh man, of course they did it all the time. When I think of all the stuff I should have learned from them, man, I'd be working on guitar amps right now. Well, we've got coffee. So I got it all wired up. This sticks out so high. I found this off another old broken switch. I'm going to lower these two down, and I'm going to just put a little Loctite on them, and it's going to keep this from sticking out so far. I had a drill bit in mind, and I did some experiments yesterday to recess the screws on the top. And today I thought, well, let me just practice on my leftover piece. And it came out like that. Look at that. Nasty. So I used this guy and basically just spinning it by hand. and then the screw goes in real nice. So that's one of the last things I got to do. Pretty much got it all ready to go. So let's do it. Well, I'm ready to drop the pickguard in. I have just got to put the jack on the outside, connect that, and tape the ground. You know, I searched all over the interwebs trying to find something like this that someone's done to one of these guitars. I could not find one. I must be the sole guy. Anyway, let's get this together. It is done. Yay. I did have one issue. I felt like my hand was hitting this master volume. And so then I lowered it a bit. Let me see if I can show you what I did to it. Well, look how high the other knobs are off the body. You see the space in there? And then now look at see how low it is? That just, once I did that, I didn't notice it at all. So for a minute there I thought, oh, the volume was a little too close. But no, man, it's awesome. I did have to re-intonate a little bit. But man, it sounds exactly like I hoped it would, like my other guitar, Frankie. So we'll have to plug her in and let you hear it. Do a little clean. Neck clean. Both pickups. The old bridge. And apparently it has 50s wiring, because when you have both pickups together, I could take the bridge pickup off and you could still hear the neck, or vice versa. I did not know that. I had to put all this stuff into another guitar, and then I discovered that. Here's the phase switch clean. Probably wouldn't use it clean very much. Okay, let's give it some dirt. I'm a dirty guy. Neck pickup. Okay, both together. Bridge. Okay, we'll do it both together and then we'll do the out of phase sound. And you can turn the tone all the way down. It gives it a little different character. And when you change the volume of either pickup with this phase switch engaged, it'll do some cool stuff too. Something to play around with. I really like the other phase sound. I'm so happy. It came out good. I'm really thrilled. And I gotta start playing the guitar more. Well, maybe I should put this 1964 sixpence on. I've had it for a while. I figured I could put it up here like Brian May has. And it's from the year 64 when his father, Harold, and him built his Red Special. Well, that's it. It's all done. It's all done. It sounds great. It does exactly what I want it to do. I'm really happy. I'm really stoked about how this came out. Well, if you enjoyed this video, maybe help me out. Hit that like button. Maybe subscribe. That would be awesome. I really would appreciate that. Yeah, this is just 2 thumbs up for me. I'm really stoked. And from the looks of the reflection, now I got a bench to clean. Take care. It was nice seeing you guys. Bye-bye.